But I got very worried when I listened to the lack of sense of urgency that we have in the Council when we talk about how we react to a war, how we want to be in a power in the world, how we have to respond to the need for more democracy, more efficiency. Because after all, this is what you ask. When you insist on the majority voting, when you insist to get rid of unanimity, when you insist to get rid of the veto, it's because you want a European that can express his power, can defend its interest, and can promote its values. And this is exactly that powerful and democratic Europe that you want. So for us as European Parliament, we should already have started the treaty revision process. We have asked it in June. For us, we should already activate those clauses that would allow the European Union to decide today by majority voting in the energy sector, in the defense sector, for the budget. It is clear that you ask for a European army, you ask for a Europe which protects. For that, we need a treaty revision, and the Council is kicking the can down the road. That's the difference. For the Council, it's never the right time. For the Council, it's never the right time. And how do you know whether you got a majority and a minority before you're voting? In the Parliament, to know whether we have a majority or minority, we vote. In the Council, they don't vote and they say we don't have the majority. So, I mean, this is the difference. And this is the difference between an institution which functions in a democratic way and an institution which doesn't show the sense of urgency that history is asking. Because history is happening here. We got a war back in Europe, and this is why we want a powerful Europe. And we want also a democratic Europe. And this is why we want to strengthen the European political party. We want to strengthen the European Parliament, because for us it's not enough that the Council is quicker and more efficient deciding by majority. We want also to supervise as a democratic institution what the Council does, and we want more legitimacy. This is why we ask also to directly vote the European political party, to have transnational lists, to strengthen all the dimensions of democracy and citizenship. The difference is not a question of communication. The difference is that for us in the European Parliament, we should have done all this yesterday, and for the Council, as to the Council, when they think it's the right day to do all this. Thank you very much.